On the air from Miami, Florida for the MVWF's second presentation of its annual pay-per-view, The Punishment. I am Damian Andrews, and I am going to be your play-by-play man. I am here with Eddie Stank.
How's it going today, Damian?
Oh, we are ready for a big show, and I am so super psyched for it. Let's run it down. Of course, the MVWF, the most controversial wrestling federation in all of sports entertainment.
If you call it that.
Yeah. That being said, of course, you see right there on the screen, we've signed Brody Lee away from the WWE, breaking his 90-day non-compete contract clause. Oh my God. Brandon Bones pulling another big swerve here in the wrestling wars that he's saying.
I don't know. Brandon's reaching at straws. He's signing old wrestlers. Look what happened when he tried to sign CM Punk and how'd that work out for Brandon Bones?
I mean, he had a short but brief run and decided, well, I guess he just wasn't tough enough to compete here. I guess we'll find out when gatekeeper Kevin Welch tests the big man coming from the big corporate environment into the MVWF to do what he wants. Let's see what happens here tonight.
Yep.
And in one of the biggest matches of the show here, number one contendership match, Ron Supreme, Turbotron, Adrian Knight, Cube, Mr. Nightmare, and three-time former champion G-Man Ryan Crawford are going to face off in this six-way match, each man having won a Battle Royal, Eddie Stank. To earn their way into this match, the winner gets a title shot.
Yeah, this is a pretty eclectic group of gentlemen in the ring. You got two former tag titles competitors. You have Cube, who's in our main event tonight, so he's pulling double duty, which...
That's right. Well, Cube is being finally rewarded, but we'll get to that in a second. But, of course, he's got a backup plan, Eddie Stank, here, if he wins this match.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Right. And like I said, each of these six competitors have won a Battle Royal, so they've earned their way here. And now a lot of guys who you wouldn't think would be getting in that title conversation are suddenly finding themselves with a huge opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, for someone like Turbotron, that's a
big deal, yeah.
That's the Kid Christian move of last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of Kid Christian, he's been absorbed into the League of Shadows, and tonight he will face his two former stepfathers inside a steel tag team cage. Eddie Stank, I mean, it's all on the line here for him, because if the stepdads win tonight, the Bankroll Boys, Kid Christian will be removed from the League of Shadows.
Oh, it's his freedom, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, like surprising the stepfathers are coming to their stepson's rescue after their mom left them for each other.
Well, you know, I mean, she united all the three stepdads, the big six-man tag, and they were successful, and now they finally earned the right with the League of Shadows now to put Kid Christian's status with them on the line.
So this is kind of like a rematch.
Yeah, something of that.
Sure.
And now we've also got a fatal four-way match. By the way, this match was chosen. Now, the six-way match is an elimination match. This match, however, is much more reflective of the main event tonight. It's a first pinfall gets it done.
Oh, okay. So it's one and done.
That's right. And that's going to be Munson, the Beast of Bourbon, versus the 2-0 El Hamburguesa. And one of the guys he beat just a couple weeks ago, Adam Hart, and the perennial underdog, Arn Patrick.
Yeah, I mean, this is two of Brandon Bones' signings, and Munson and Patrick, who haven't really stepped up like he probably planned or hoped they would lead to.
Yeah, Munson had that shot. It was down to him and G-Man Ryan Crawford in the Battle Royal a few weeks back, but he totally got schnookered there, though. He's looked impressive, don't get me wrong. He's definitely a step up from when we had him in the monkey suit.
That is true, yeah. He has had a huge step
but everything is. Adam Hart is 0-2 at the moment, but he's also had some fairly impressive performances, showing that he can really hang with some of these competitors in the MVWF, come very close to, in both of his losses, to making the win here. So he's getting a nice opportunity to take a step up at the expense of three other competitors.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Hamburguesa, isn't he the first MVWF developmental group wrestler?
Right. Yeah, he's a graduate.
And he's 2-0 in his, tags or single matches, right?
Singles matches, yeah.
Yeah,
Team with AJ the Giant during Canada Cup. Speaking of Canada Cup, the VWA are the Canada Cup champions after having been, adopting Wildcard, the mysterious manager who's been appearing with so many different competitors in the MVWF now in the last year and a half or so. And now he's guided this tag team who used to be Brandon Bones. Well, these were his hired muscle. And then since breaking up with Brandon Bones sometime during the Super 32 tournament last year, both guys coming back way out of shape, have really pulled their game together here, and now will be facing the current MVWF Tag Team Champions, the Outsiders from AEW, the Elite, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, accompanied by Executive Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean, the VWA has been on a good uptick since they got rid of Brandon Bones. And notice how AJ the Giant gets rid of Brandon Bones as his manager, and his career gets better, too. So is that coincidental that Bones is not a very good in-ring manager?
He managed the VWA multiple times back in Phase 1.
How many titles did they win back in Phase 1?
Like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they had a huge feud with the Agents of Dankness.
I'm just saying, if you look at the way it looks right now, once the VWA got rid of Brandon Bones, beating his Season 3, they've been successful.
Well, speaking of Brandon Bones...
Oh, motherfucker, goes right into the next one.
Brandon Bones will be challenging AJ the Giant for the Super 32 Championship. These two guys, this is more about some bitterness and how things have gone in the careers and stuff like that. Look, just look at Bones' face. He looks like he just smelled somebody's farts.
But you gotta... True. I've talked to the Giant backstage, and the Giant said flat out that he's annoyed with Brandon Bones firing his ass last week.
That's right, from the Booker ship.
Which no one got to see, apparently, but...
Yeah, that banned episode there due to copyright infringement, which we still don't give a shit about. Nope. But Bones challenging for the first time against the Super 32 Championship here. AJ in his second reign, having just lost and won the title back from Doyle, perhaps ending the career of one of the biggest names and legends in the MVWF.
Well, maybe not ending his career, but definitely put him on the shelf for a little while.
Absolutely destroying the ring a couple weeks back. AJ the Giant defending the belts here, showing that he's a strong presence in this division.
Yeah.
And in our main event, so many storylines coming converged here, all in one spot here. Dennis the Hitman Hart challenging Rock Holly for the MVWF Championship. However, so many people behind the scenes campaigning for Cube to finally get that title match that he earned back in Season 1, Eddie Stank.
Yeah, no, I started that petition. We got the 10,000 signatures for Brandon Bones to make it happen. And one of the Giants' last moves was getting Cube this shot before he got fired. Absolutely. That might have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's right, and now... Dennis obviously very upset about the change of plans here. Even Rock Holly voicing his concern, some of his protests for this match taking place. But the fact of the matter remains is that Rock Holly is on his second title reign. And every one of his title matches prior to this has been a one-on-one match.
Right.
And booking dictated that really supported Cube's argument and Crawford's argument and AJ's and, of course, yours, Eddie Stank. All these arguments about how Cube finally should be receiving that title match. Bones, of course, arguing against it because Cube's title reign back in Phase 1 was so lukewarm, and everyone was glad that Doyle, who was the eventual Phase 1 Forever Champion, finally ended it and going on his successful run. Cube, of course, only just now really raising so much hell, getting on the microphone, cutting promos on Brandon Bones, really stirring up this grassroots effort to get this man the title match he earned so long ago.
Oh, yeah. I was in Brandon Bones' ear for 2 years to reminding him of that. Was Money in the Bank thing that Cube won in Season 1, and probably the highlight of Season 1 for Cube, I thought.
Right.
But, Cube didn't want the three-way. He wanted the one-on-one match. He thought he deserved a one-on-one. Very similar probably how Dennis wanted his match with Rock Holly. It's a lot easier to win one-on-one than it is to win.
Additionally, some of the conspiracy theorists and stuff have posited the idea that Kevin Welch using the Cube costume to upend Brandon Bones' one loss in the B1 Climax tournament was something that is being used both in support of Bones' argument and against him, that as for the reason why Cube has been overlooked for so long.
Yeah, but I think Brandon Bones and Cube have a history from way back in year 1.
Absolutely.
So there's an issue there.
Back in Phase 1, Bones was the one who originated the whole hide under Cube's mask. And
No, I'm talking way back in the beginning of the MVWF, not current.
No, back in... Bones had lost the Bookership to somebody else back in those days. And, in fact, he actually lost his career.
Oh, he had a career.
And Bones...
Did he lose a little bitch ass like the rest of them?
A guy, Cube appeared... After a little while and stuff, and then there were even comments about Cube wrestles kind of like a young Brandon Bones. And wouldn't it be funny that later on, when Cube challenged that guy for the Bookership, Cube won it and then unmasked to reveal himself to be Brandon Bones the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So You know what I mean? So to have Kevin throw that in Brandon Bones' face, and then Bones to be so bitter about it,
right?
Later on, where now he seems to have undermined Cube's career this whole time for giving him that one glaring loss in the B1 Climax. I mean, Bones won the tournament anyway. But Bones wanted that last fucking...
To go undefeated in a tournament would have been, a good coin, feather in his hat, per se.
And, of course, people still argue to the end of time that Bones earned that fucking shot against him from Kevin Welch because he fired him earlier in the season.
Yeah, I mean, but Kevin Welch pulling the switch of being Cube, then that propelled Welch to winning the title eventually.
Right. All right, folks, well, that's enough analysis. Let's get this show on the road. And there you see the many, many Cubes.
Well, apparently Cube is very prominent.
Yeah, absolutely. We are about to get started here. The MVWF absolutely on fire. So controversial. Last week's episode, some big victories by El Hamburguesa. Let's just do a quick recap of all of that. If I can, Adam Hart defeated the Beast of Bourbon, Munson. The Stepdads won the six-man tag against the League of Shadows. Kevin Welch lost to Gronk. And the Jackson Boys defeated He-Man Ryan Crawford and Cube.
Yeah.
And we are live from Miami, Florida.
Welcome to Miami. Should be a good event today, buddy.
Absolutely. This crowd absolutely sold out at the Punishment. All right, are you ready for our opening match, Eddie Stank?
Oh, I'm ready to see Brody Lee try to resurrect his career here, and I'm hoping that Kevin Welch can maintain. I feel like Welch is offered, but he seems to be pulling a Crawford and living on the poverty line. So, now, do we point out that Ryan Crawford and Cube did lose to the Jackson Boys in their first match back since losing the titles?
Yes, we did. I just mentioned it right before I was hitting the button. The Jackson Boys defeated Cube, pinned him. His first loss since all of this shit really got stirred up.
Yeah. I mean, from what I heard...
Cube's doing on fire. He won the Battle Royal. He won a couple of matches, some multi-man matches and stuff. I mean, a lot of credibility for this guy who's been overlooked for a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants put a lot of trust in, what's his name? Ryan Crawford. Apparently they've kind of formed a little faction of their own, but...
Yeah, I find that to be a questionable decision, but that's beside the point. But speaking of guys who've been overlooked, I mean, Brody Lee's career when he was Luke Harper in the WWE, I mean, he was definitely...
Luke Harper.
Very popular in the Wyatt family for a while, but the fact of the matter is that as a singles competitor, he won the Intercontinental Championship and didn't really get much out of his career after that, and of course protested for a while to try and get out of WWE, and now he finds himself, well... in a position where he's going to stick it to his former bosses.
Well, we're going to find out now. Oh, really? That's who Brody Lee was? Fuck.
The following contest is scheduled for
I
one
forgot.
fall. Making his way to the ring from the other side of darkness, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Brody Lee making his debut in the MVWF.
Got a tall task. Kevin Welch is in a pushover.
Brody Lee, a hard hitter.
Yes, Brody Lee is a very hard hitter.
How is the MVWF going to receive him?
Not very good.
Nope. But he's going up against one of the cornerstones of the MVWF.
And Mr. Kevin Welch, enormous genitals.
And his opponent from New Hampshire, weighing in at
Big Ham.
198 pounds.
And do you know how he got the nickname Big Ham?
Kevin Welch, Captain Salami, the Big Ham, enormous genitals, making his entrance into the Punishment. acting as something of a gatekeeper here in the MVWF.
Yeah, which is surprising because I don't feel his career is on the downside.
Wow, crowd here in Miami, not much appreciating Kevin Welch either.
No. And away we go. Brody Lee's debut. And Lee overpowering Welch.
Into the corner he goes. Referee Joe Stromboli, your referee this evening. 15-minute time limit. He's going to try and break this up.
That's two big dudes he's trying to push apart.
Oh, knee on the inside. And just throws him back down. The back of his head colliding with the mat.
Showing his power.
Big left hand wound up and just throws him up in the air. Caught him by the beard. Oh, and Kevin Welch countering that attack to his chin beard. Rear waist lock, taking you inside the ring. Takes him down. Kevin Welch into the ropes. Referee not breaking it. And again, Kevin grabs the ropes.
Is it me or is it running it super slow? I feel like this is going so slow.
Oh, right hand.
Throws him across the ring.
And another big left. Didn't know Brody Lee here was a lefty.
No.
Kevin now sends him into the corner. Forearm shot. Takes him out of the ring. Bulldogs him down right on his face.
It's a nice running bulldog right there. Welch has got to do something. I feel like Lee's definitely stronger.
Take down, but jackknifes him.
Only two.
Oh, big right hand swings right over the head of Kevin Welch, and now underneath him. Gonna try to attack that leg. Boom, and suplex. Nicely done. Drops him on the back of his head. Brody Lee takes him down with a headlock driver.
Well, this is Welch putting some moves together. Goes for the pin.
One count only.
Kevin's got to wear him down.
Oh! So getting worn down.
Nope.
When you're getting your head taken off with a mighty clothesline, but Kevin with a defensive move. Kudos on him, trying to hold that one together, and a left jab with the man on his one knee. Picks him up.
Sit down power bomb. No. Power
A
slam?
bit of a Michinoku driver.
That's it. See what Lee's got in store for Welch.
Clothesline in the corner. Kevin, devastated, collapses to the mat. Oh, big right hand connects, and now Brody Lee with the boot underneath the chin strap. Stomps him into the corner.
Another choke.
Arm drag again. Kevin. And another psych out with the left. Catches the kick. And a dragon screw leg whip. The entire wrestling world wondering after Brody Lee being released from WWE where exactly he was going to end up. And here he is in the MVWF.
And dominating in his first match.
Tremendous pump handle suplex right there. And Brody Lee, don't call me Luke Harper. Because that's copyright infringement. As if we care about that.
Apparently
in the
not.
MVWF.
No.
And now, Joe Stromboli got him down for one. And now Kevin Welch got underneath him, going to set him up for the liver claw. The pinch is in. Brody Lee trying to break his hands, and he couldn't quite get him, and Welch throws him down.
What if you get someone to submit by the liver claw? Welch going for a high-risk move.
Yeah, this doesn't usually work out for him. Brody Lee to his feet. Kevin Welch sets him up, leaps through the air. And finally, look out, ref. Ducks underneath. What is going on with the animation in this game? Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Look at Brody Lee.
Don't call me Luke Harper. Brody Lee.
Kevin Welch might be setting up for that springboard uppercut.
Yep. Come on, buddy.
Come on, get up. Brody Lee getting up to his feet. Kevin springboard. No! Sidestep, swats him out of the air.
And the punch.
Another right hand. Oh, front face slam. Lee goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Kevin kicks out.
Almost
yeah, I don't know about. I'm kind of with Brody Lee on this one right there. That was a slow count.
Well, he's setting him up for something.
Blocked it. Nicely done.
Welch saves the day. That might have been the match right there.
Perhaps I saw a discus clothesline coming up from Brody Lee, which is Arn Patrick's move. Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought that shirt said fuck Viking, but it's pure Viking.
What is Kevin Welch doing, Eddie Stank?
Uh-oh. Is he doing what I think he's doing?
He's setting him up for the top rope power bomb.
Oh.
Can he get the big man up in the air?
Yes, he does.
Oh, man, absolute devastation. Cover him, Kevin.
No favoritism over there.
1, 2. Oh, the right shoulder just shot up in the last moment.
Welch doesn't know what to do.
Brody Lee, he's barely there right now. Oh, he's going to try and take away that clothesline by dropping the knee.
Oh, on the forearm, it looks like.
Oh, man. That had to hurt. And now Kevin Welch taking his time, trying to decide what he wants to do, setting his man up in position.
Apparently he couldn't do that facing the other way. He's tying Brody Lee in
knot. Gonna tie him up in the Gordian knot.
Oh, it's the nut kick.
This one's for you. Boom! Through the uprights. And only the pain breaks him free.
Punch in the midsection by Lee. I feel like the momentum switched to Welch's side right now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh!
Welch is DQ'd!
It gets disqualified.
Well, Brody Lee wins in his debut, but it's unfortunately by a DQ.
Absolutely. What was that? Kevin Welch just losing his temper out there.
Well, now here's the big six-man match. How this is going to play out should be interesting.
Well, it is funny that you mentioned that, Eddie Stank, because the #1 contendership here, all on the line here, earned by each of these 6 individuals. This is an elimination match. Everything on the line here for the #1 contendership, and a big opportunity has been blown open for some guys who are usually much lower in the card, like Turbotron and Ron Supreme.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chance for Ryan Crawford to get his back in the title picture after a really down year.
Yeah, he probably had the best battle royal of the series there, basically pulling a veteran stunt on Munson, the Beast of Bourbon, that got him the victory that got him in this match. We've also got a shaky tag team of
the Kingdom of Nightmares.
The Kingdom of Nightmares, man. These two guys have been on again, off again, and it appears that, in this case, they're going to be at least forced to be off again.
Yeah, they're going to have... I mean, this is for their... They both talked about it. That's why they broke up at the beginning of the year, trying to get singles.
Absolutely. And now Cube, of course, has raised so much hell here, and I guess it's kind of given him the spark that he's needed to give him some momentum to get something going in his career.
Or trying to revitalize his career. I mean, he's got to be up there. He's been around for 25 years.
And he got himself in the Battle Royal.
That's true. And here they go.
All right, and Ryan Crawford returning to the MVWF in the singles division here as everyone pairing up. Cube getting taken out right there. Crawford going for a half crab on Mr. Nightmare.
Well, Ron Supreme hitting Cube.
Yep.
Who's now been down for almost 10 seconds. And Turbotron's already tired.
Oh, and he's getting kicked in the face by Adrian Knight. These kind of multi-man matches so hard to call.
Yeah, you gotta just kind of watch it, see what's happening. It's by pinfall or submission, right? Not over the top rope.
Oh man, and Cube could not quite clothesline Ron Supreme over the top rope. Oh,
Crawford,
and a big
booting.
shin kick by Mr. Nightmare to the face of G-Man Ryan Crawford. And Crawford, of course, excels in these multi-man matches.
Yeah, this is his bread and butter. He's a perennial finalist on these matches.
Absolutely. Mr. Nightmare throwing the kicks. Oh, Crawford caught one but took a knee.
That looked like a Jet Jarrett move. So far, no one's really kind of standing out, but it looks to me like I've seen Cube Turbotron on the ground a lot.
Ron Supreme and Cube teaming up here against each other.
So far, Adrian Knight and Mr. Nightmare stayed apart from each other.
Two MVWF legends, Crawford and Cube have stayed apart.
The two Metal Men stayed apart.
Oh, and Adrian Knight collides with Ron Supreme.
So far, everyone's with the original partner.
Man, Crawford getting his ass kicked over there in the corner by Mr. Nightmare. Oh, there's an arm drag. Whoa! And just drops that headbutt. What's Crawford doing? Setting him up in the corner. Knee strike to the face. Now the tide has turned against Mr. Nightmare.
Yeah. Right as you said it,
actually.
actually.
Left-sided DDT. And a senton from Adrian Knight. And Crawford going for the pin on Mr. Nightmare.
And Mr. Nightmare be the first one up.
1, 2, and he barely kicks out at 2.
Yeah, we're not going to see anyone saving anyone in this fight.
And there's the Camelot kick from Adrian Knight.
And Cube with a running clothesline. Or elbow, I should say. Cube going for the pin.
Off the ropes, Adrian Knight. Drop kick to the back of the head of Turbotron. Oh, and did you see that big spinning twist?
Ryan Crawford going for the Kimura, or whatever his finisher is.
Setting up for it. Right after the big arm twist, and there it is. You called it, Eddie Stank. Crawford got Mr. Nightmare locked in the Kimura. Joe Stromboli needs to pay attention.
Luck. No, he survived.
Counter move. Of course, Mr. Nightmare very accomplished in his submissions. Oh man, headbutt from Crawford.
Turbotron going up.
Turbotron to the top rope. Adrian Knight getting to his feet. Got him one. No. And again, the shoulder comes up from Mr. Nightmare.
There we go.
Turbotron covering Adrian Knight. 1, 2. No. Got it. Got the kick out. It's only a 2 count. There goes Cube. And now Ron Supreme with the headbutts.
There's just beatings going on everywhere right now.
These multi-man matches, so chaotic. So hard to call. But pretty much everyone stayed paired up with who they've been paired up with. And what is Mr. Nightmare setting up Crawford for?
Oh, God. Is it what? No. Me? No.
Setting up for a suplex.
Off the top rope. And
Crawford connects.
Cube's usual.
Not the
Cube.
center of the ring.
Nightmare's usual, I'll hurt myself.
Here comes Cube. 630. Ron Supreme covered.
Oh! Nightmare hits Joe Stromboli. Cube can't get the pin.
That's right. Joe Stromboli's down and Cube being ripped off again. No referee.
Ron Supreme's been down for 10 seconds.
He's got him beat. He hit the 630, goddammit.
He's got him beat for the last 20 seconds. This is a never-ending pin. Have you ever seen this? This is the longest pin in history.
No. Ron Supreme is out.
Joe Stromboli's out.
Cube is like, wake up.
You gotta be kidding me.
The referee is still down.
He is not getting up. And Ron Supreme's still being pinned. Is the ref dead? Oh, he's stirring. The hands are moving. He's alive. And the pin has now hit the 1 minute mark.
Reverse DDT by Crawford.
Oh, this is the best match ever.
And now Roscoe finally starting to get over there. He's still down. He's out. 1, 2, 3. Still got the pin. Ron Supreme eliminated first.
Oh my God, the pin's still going. He hasn't got up.
Cube will not stop pinning Ron Supreme.
Joe Stromboli's like, what the fuck, dude? Get up. This is epic.
Come on, break it up. Oh, look at that heel kick.
Are they going to stay like that the whole rest of the way? Is Cube going to win by formality?
Left-sided DDT by Crawford.
Oh. Well.
Turbotron off the ropes. Gonna juke. Gonna jive.
And drop the legs.
And Crawford now with his double. Attitude adjustment.
I think we need another pin to break those two up.
Mr. Nightmare
there you go,
collides
Crawford
with the match.
pin.
Come on, referee. 1, 2, and Mr. Nightmare kicks out again.
And the ref's stuck now.
Oh man, the game's glitching. Adrian Knight takes Turbotron's head off.
Well.
And now Turbotron mimicking Crawford.
Mr. Nightmare's bleeding.
Oh, nice counter move. He-Man tried to shoot. Come on. Fuck.
Due to technical errors, we will have to restart.
What's that?
Due to technical errors, we're going to have to re-go.
I got to do it. I mean, fucking Ron Supreme's already been eliminated.
Well. Here we go again.
Fuck.
Wow. I feel like it's running super slow.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know if the settings are, like the game speed's like reset to slow. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just going to restart this whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
all right, we're going off the air. So we're going to come back with a part 2 here, folks. Action will continue. We'll be right back.
We will be back.